Today is January 6, 2026, and it's Epiphany. And 5 years ago today, our nation, the United States of America, was given an epiphany. Unfortunately, I don't think, as far as I can tell, a lot of people woke up to what was going on, but a lot of people did not. Today's text is in the gospel is Matthew 2, 1 through 12, and it's a story of the wise men coming from the east to seek out the Christ, who was born King of the Jews. They followed a star, according to the story, and made their way to Jerusalem, and then after receiving some counsel and direction, they made their way to Bethany, where they found Mary and Joseph and a baby. And when Herod found out that they weren't coming back to see him, because they were warned not to, even though he asked them to come back and let him know what they found and where they found the baby, so he could go and worship also. But the wise men were warned in a dream, and so they left by a different direction. And when Herod realized what was going on, he sent his troops to kill every child 2 years old and younger in the whole region of Bethlehem. That's power used for evil. And 5 years ago, we saw a person who had been elected president of the United States try to use power, force, to overthrow our own government and to stop the certification of the election results for a new president. For the first time in our 250 years, well, at that time, but now 250 years as a nation, we're 5 years away from that attempted overthrow, and here we are. Somehow, the overthrow of our government worked. And the person who instigated an insurrection against us, against our country, is now in power. And he is going about the business of sending troops to the cities to harass or arrest or somehow impose his will and his power, the will of those who stand behind him and support him. And we were given a chance to wake up and see the light, and we chose to live in the darkness. But the call to wake up and to live in the light is still with us. The wise men found Jesus. Herod did not. But a lot of people suffered the loss of their children, the loss of life. And the prophecy that there would be weeping and mourning came true. But another reading for today is out of Isaiah. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. For darkness shall cover the earth, and deep darkness, thick darkness, the peoples. And it feels to me like a deep darkness has covered our land. And the light is shining. The question is, will we open our eyes? Will we rise up? Paul refers to this in his letter to the Ephesians. Rise up, O sleeper, arise from the dead, and your light will shine upon you. And Jesus, in his Sermon on the Mount, towards his concluding remarks, he made the statement about the eye is the light of the body, and through the eyes light enters the body. But if the light that is entering the body is darkness, then how dark is the darkness? And this is Epiphany, and the light is shining. The question is, will we open our eyes? Will we wake up from the dead? Will we see the light? Or will we allow the light of Christ, the light of truth, the light of justice, the light of compassion and grace and mercy, the light of love? Will we let that light shine into our hearts and enlighten us and turn us into people of light and not people of darkness. Today is Epiphany. It's a day of revelation. My prayer is that we will see the light and wake up, that we'll hear the call, that we'll realize that the path we're on is not the path to greatness. The path to greatness is not exerting our force, projecting our force anywhere and everywhere in the world, and taking what is ours by right or whatever. Might makes right, I guess. But this Make America Great Again is about using our power, our wealth, our military, our coercions to force people to do what we want. According to Jesus, again, the light of the world, if you want to be great in God's kingdom, learn to be the servant of all. And I don't see us using our power to serve. I see us using our power for greed. And it's not even the majority of us. It's a small minority of people who have convinced enough of us that greatness has to do with the using of force to get what we want, to oppression, separation, division, and that somehow helping our neighbor, loving our neighbor, watching out for the broken and the needy, that somehow that's the opposite of what it is, and that we should be taking what is ours and holding on to it and excluding anybody who we claim is trying to take it away from us. Today is Epiphany. It's the day in which we celebrate the revelation of the light of the world. And my prayer is that you and I will humble ourselves and seek the Lord, that we will seek the kingdom of God and not the kingdom of this world, the kingdom that is the United States of America at this point. Wake up, O sleeper, arise from the dead, and let the light of Christ shine on you and shine in you. Peace.